Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I want to talk about sanders, and in particular I want to talk about this Bosch sander. This Bosch sander is the GEX18V-5. Now, it's the only palm sander that Bosch makes that's cordless. They took a while to get this in, but when they did, honestly, they hit a home run. The ergonomics are great. The one thing that you want in a sander is control of orbital action, right? You want to be able to control the sander in a nice orbital manner, you know, to feel comfortable. If you were, it's almost as if you were sanding by hand, right? That's kind of like what I want to talk to you guys about. Is like the sanding part, you know, sanding by hand is as close as you're going to get to the material. And Bosch gives you that feel. It gives you that feel that you're really, really close to the material, and it's not so top heavy like other sanders. You know, other sanders, they're like up here, you know, compared to this. And I should have brought another one out here just to show you guys. Up here versus as low as you can to the material, which this is. And I'll give you guys a little look here. It's one of my older batteries. And then you could also use it with the 8.0, 8 amp hour. You could use it with this one. And just real quick, I've had this for a while. I don't have the right dimensions. This was loaned to me by a Bosch rep, and I never really got around to buying the right sanding discs for this. And I used it with 5-inch, but I don't want to damage it, you know what I mean? I don't want to damage the circumference of this padding. There's no reason to, but I'll tell you what, it's an amazing sander. You know, it's got this motorcycle grip here, you know, which is attached to the bottom plate there, and it's kind of weird in some kind of weird way, but what I brought it out here just for demonstration purposes of the design and the steel part here, the steel part that goes under the housing and above the discs. And it's really reminiscent of this. You know, a lot of times you get these palm sanders from companies and it's all plastic. You know, you get a couple of steel pieces in there, but you never get anybody to make a replica or somewhat of a replica of their corded models. You know what I mean? Everybody's always saying, oh, well, corded is the new, you know, dinosaur, and cordless is way better than corded. You get corded power in cordless, you know, all this jibber jabber, people going back and forth on it. But the tools are made really, really flimsy, really, really cheap. And I'm not saying everything the Bosch makes is top notch and steel and all this good stuff, but they hit a home run with this one. And I sand a lot of wood, you know, I do a lot of these rustic designs, and this type of stuff comes really, really heavy. You know, sometimes it's sappy, sometimes it's just horrible to work with right off the bat. And sanders like this help. A sander like that one that has turbo mode helps. Look at that, it has regular and turbo. When this thing goes into turbo, I'll tell you what, it's just a whole different experience. But all turbo is, and let me tell you right now, all turbo is that this switch here makes this just be direct. No orbital action whatsoever. It is going in orbit, but it's solid. It connects it straight to the motor. The crank, it's like a transmission, you know, versus automatic where it shifts every now and then to just put it on first and go. And that's what this does, the turbo mode, which is cool, you know. This doesn't have that. This is straight up orbital. You're gonna get what you're gonna get, but it does have you know, some features here where you can set the dial to, you know, whatever speed you want, and it works good. I usually always keep it on 6. Once again, I'm going into some heavy wood. 6 is good for me. If you want to do some detail work, you can, you know, put it lower, but an orbital sander for me is never gonna be a precision sanding tool. Like if you want to get something that's real precise on delicate surfaces, this is right here, right here. This is your sander right here. Get some paper, use your hand, feel it. That's delicacy. You want something with power and get it done quicker, then use orbital. And this is just one of those options, and this one's from Bosch. This is a really, really good tool. That's quiet. That is quiet and very, very low vibration. Once again, this is the Bosch GEX18V-5. Only cordless orbital sander Bosch makes. If you look up cordless Bosch sander, this is what you're gonna get. So, all right guys, you guys have a good one.